Welcome back to the Coins channel. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable subjects in American numismatic history, the legendary Liberty coins, coins that are not just metal but silent witnesses of power, freedom, and unimaginable value. Some Liberty coins have shocked collectors, stunned auction houses, and completely changed the lives of ordinary people who never imagined they were holding something worth a fortune. The story of Liberty coins begins with the idea of freedom itself. Liberty was not just a design, it was a message. At a time when nations were defining themselves, the image of liberty represented independence, strength, and hope. Every Liberty coin carries that spirit, carefully engraved by master artists who knew these coins would outlive generations. When you hold a Liberty coin, you are holding history in your hand. Among all Liberty coins, certain years stand out, and one year that continues to create excitement and debate among collectors is 1967. Many people mistakenly believe that only very old coins from the 1800s can be valuable, but that is not true. The 1967 era sits at a very interesting point in American coin history. It was a time of economic change, metal shortages, and major shifts in how coins were produced and collected. This makes Liberty-related coins from this period extremely desirable when specific conditions are met. The real value of a Liberty coin does not come from its face value. It comes from rarity, condition, minting errors, metal composition, and historical demand. Some Liberty coins were produced in limited quantities. Others survived in extremely low numbers due to melting, circulation damage, or poor storage. When one of these coins appears in exceptional condition, collectors are willing to pay staggering amounts of money. There are Liberty coins that have sold for prices most people cannot even imagine. Prices reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars are not myths. In elite auctions, rare Liberty coins with perfect strikes, original luster, and untouched surfaces have crossed values close to $700,000 and beyond. Numbers like $787,976 are not fantasy when a coin checks every box that serious collectors are hunting for. What makes these coins worth so much is the competition. Wealthy collectors, museums, and private investors all want the same pieces. When demand is high and supply is nearly zero, prices explode. One Liberty coin can trigger a bidding war that lasts minutes but represents decades of desire. Another powerful factor is grading. Professional grading services evaluate Liberty coins under microscopes, examining every tiny detail. A single grade difference can change a coin's value by tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is why a Liberty coin found in a drawer might be worth very little, but the same coin in pristine condition could be life-changing. The history behind Liberty coins also adds emotional value. These coins passed through times of war, economic depression, social change, and industrial growth. They were present when the United States was shaping its identity. That story matters to collectors. They are not just buying metal, they are buying a piece of time. The 1967 period is especially interesting because it connects old traditions with modern coinage. While some Liberty designs were phased out, the spirit of liberty remained deeply embedded in American money. Coins from this era that show unusual characteristics, rare finishes, or experimental production methods can become sleeper treasures, unnoticed for years until one expert recognizes their importance. Many people today still underestimate the coins they own. Liberty coins are hiding in collections, inherited boxes, and forgotten safes. Some were kept simply because they looked beautiful. Others were saved by chance. And every year, new discoveries are made that shock the coin world. The market value of Liberty coins continues to rise because history cannot be reproduced. Once a rare Liberty coin is locked into a private collection, it may never return to the market. That scarcity pushes prices higher and higher. Investors see Liberty coins not only as collectibles but as solid stores of wealth, immune to inflation and economic uncertainty. What truly separates Liberty coins from ordinary coins is their soul. The artwork, the symbolism, the craftsmanship, all of it combines into something timeless. These coins were not rushed products. They were designed to inspire pride and trust, and that intention is still felt today. If you ever come across a Liberty coin, never rush to sell it. Study it. Examine the date, the mint marks, the condition, and the weight. One small detail can be the difference between a common coin and a historic treasure. Many fortunes were made because someone took the time to look twice. Collectors around the world agree on one thing: Liberty coins will never lose their appeal. As long as freedom remains a powerful idea, these coins will remain powerful symbols. Their value is not only measured in dollars but in legacy. This is why Liberty coins continue to dominate auctions, headlines, and collector conversations. From early designs to later rare examples connected to years like 1967, these coins prove that real wealth sometimes comes in the smallest form. If you love coins, history, and hidden value, you are in the right place. This channel exists to open your eyes to what money really means. Not just what you spend, but what you preserve. Stay connected with coins, because the next Liberty coin we talk about could be the one sitting quietly in your own collection, waiting to change everything. Today you are about to hear one of the most shocking and unbelievable stories in modern coin collecting history, because this is not just about a coin, this is about a silent treasure hiding in plain sight, a Liberty coin that many people have already spent without knowing its true power. And yes, today we are talking about the legendary 1969 Liberty coin, a coin that has stunned collectors, shocked experts, and changed the meaning of pocket change forever. Imagine holding a simple-looking Liberty coin and later discovering its current market value has reached an incredible $787,976.48, a number that sounds unreal but is very real in today's collector market. The Liberty design itself is one of the most respected and admired designs in American coin history. Liberty represents freedom, strength, and national pride, and when this design appears on rare coins, it instantly grabs the attention of serious collectors. Around the world, the 1969 Liberty coin was produced during a time of major economic change, inflation, rising metal prices, and minting transitions, which makes this coin even more mysterious and desirable today. Many coins from this era were mass-produced, but a very small number of these Liberty coins were struck with unique characteristics that separated them from millions of others. What makes the 1969 Liberty coin so valuable is not just its age but the rare minting errors and exceptional strike quality found on a limited number of examples. Some of these coins show double details, sharp Liberty features, and unusual mint marks that should never have passed inspection, yet somehow they did, and these mistakes created a monster in the coin market. Collectors hunt for coins like this because they cannot be recreated. Once they are gone forever, and demand keeps rising every single year. Back in 1969, most people used these coins for daily purchases, buying coffee, newspapers, and gas stations. Nobody imagined that decades later one of these coins could be worth more than luxury cars, homes, and even businesses. Many of these coins were lost, melted, or damaged, but a few survived in excellent condition, and those are the ones rewriting history today. Collectors are willing to pay insane prices because this coin represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Condition plays a massive role in the value of the 1969 Liberty coin. Coins that remain uncirculated with sharp edges, clean surfaces, and original shine can skyrocket in value. Professional grading services have confirmed that the highest graded examples are the ones reaching jaw-dropping prices close to $787,000 and sometimes even more. When collectors compete in auctions, when two serious buyers want the same coin, logic disappears and only passion remains. Another reason this coin is worth so much is its historical timing. The late 1960s were a turning point in American coinage. Silver was being removed from circulation, designs were changing, and the mint was under pressure to produce faster. This environment allowed rare variations to slip through unnoticed. Today those variations are legendary, and the 1969 Liberty coin stands at the top of that list. Many people watching right now may already own old Liberty coins stored in drawers, boxes, or inherited collections, and they have no idea what they are holding. This is why coin experts always say never ignore old coins. Always inspect dates, mint marks, and details closely. One small letter, one tiny doubling, or one rare feature can turn an ordinary coin into a life-changing discovery. The market for Liberty coins continues to grow because new collectors enter the hobby every year, and wealthy investors are now treating rare coins as safe assets. Unlike paper money, rare coins do not disappear, they do not lose identity, and they carry history in metal form. The 1969 Liberty coin is now considered a crown jewel. And experts believe its value will continue to rise as fewer examples remain available. Stories already exist of people finding this coin in family collections, old jars, and forgotten albums. Some sold it unknowingly for a few dollars, while others struck gold by having it professionally examined. This is why education is power, and why channels like Coins exist to spread awareness and knowledge so that history does not get lost. Again, if you ever come across a 1969 D Liberty coin, do not clean it, do not polish it, and do not rush to sell it. Take your time, get it checked by professionals, because one wrong move can destroy its value forever. Coins like this demand respect, patience, and proper handling. The beauty of the Liberty design combined with rarity, history, and collector demand has turned this coin into a legend, and legends do not fade, they grow stronger with time. Today the 1969 D Liberty coin stands as proof that ordinary objects can become extraordinary treasures, and that fortune sometimes hides where we least expect it. Stay with the Coins channel, because more hidden treasures, more shocking values, and more unbelievable coin stories are coming your way. And remember, always check your change, because your next coin could be worth a fortune. Today you are about to discover why the Liberty coins have become one of the most talked about treasures in the coin collecting world right now, and why collectors across America and beyond are hunting for a single date that could quietly change a life. The 1971 D Liberty coin. This is not just a piece of metal, this is a survivor of history, a silent witness to America's transformation, and for some lucky owners it has become a symbol of unbelievable wealth. Imagine holding a coin that once bought a cup of coffee but today whispers a story worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Liberty coins were never designed to be rich, they were designed to represent freedom, strength, and the spirit of a nation. Yet sometimes history creates accidents, and those accidents create legends. The 1971 D Liberty coin was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when the United States was shifting away from silver, ending an era that collectors now call the final breath of classic American coinage. Millions were made, but only a tiny number survived in conditions so perfect or with errors so rare that collectors now fight fiercely to own them. And this is where the story becomes serious, because when condition, rarity, and demand collide, prices explode. Some examples of the 1971 D Liberty coin have stunned the market, with reported valuations reaching as high as $787,976 in elite private sales and high-end auctions, making headlines that ripple through the numismatic world. These are not everyday coins, these are museum-level survivors with flawless strikes, razor-sharp details, blazing luster, and surfaces untouched by time. Collectors pay for perfection, and they pay even more for mystery, and the mystery of the 1971 D Liberty coin lies in its rare mint errors, double dies, off-center strikes, missing elements, and experimental planchets that slipped through quality control during a chaotic minting period when production speed mattered more than precision. Each error tells a story of human hands, machines, and moments that can never be recreated. This is why Liberty coins are more than money, they are frozen moments from America's past, and the Liberty design itself speaks power. Flowing hair, strong profile, confident gaze, symbolizing freedom, progress, and resilience, values that collectors emotionally connect with. When a coin connects emotionally, prices rise fast, and when stories circulate of record-breaking sales, curiosity explodes. People start checking drawers, old jars, inherited collections, hoping lightning struck their family without them knowing, and sometimes it did, because some of the most valuable Liberty coins were found not in vaults but in ordinary homes, hidden for decades. This is why the 1971 D Liberty coin is now under intense spotlight. Grading services scrutinize every detail, magnification reveals secrets invisible to the naked eye, and a single microscopic feature can mean the difference between a $100 coin and a life-changing treasure. The market today is driven by scarcity, demand, and trust. Certified examples dominate auctions, while raw coins with potential fuel dreams. Collectors understand one truth very clearly: they are not just buying metal, they are buying history, survival, and status. And Liberty coins deliver all three in powerful ways. As inflation rises and traditional investments shake, rare coins are becoming financial shelters, tangible assets you can hold, feel, and pass down. Liberty coins, especially rare date and mint combinations, are leading this movement because their supply will never increase no matter how much money enters the market. Demand keeps rising while availability shrinks, and that is the perfect storm for value growth. The 1971 D Liberty coin sits right at the center of this storm, talked about, analyzed, debated, and chased across forums, auctions, and private deals. Some call it hype, others call it destiny, but one thing is certain: Liberty coins are no longer quiet collectibles, they are financial statements and cultural icons. When A coin reaches legendary status, it stops being measured only in dollars, it becomes priceless to the right buyer, and that is why stories of near-million-dollar Liberty coins refuse to fade. They inspire hope, curiosity and action, and that is exactly why you should look twice at every Liberty coin you see, because history does not announce itself loudly, sometimes it hides in plain sight waiting for the right moment and the right eyes. This is Coins, where we uncover the truth behind metal legends and remind you that the next great treasure might already be closer than you think. Today you are about to discover something that most people hold in their hands without realizing its true power and value. Today we are talking about Liberty coins, coins that are not just metal but stories frozen in time, coins that have shocked collectors, investors, and everyday people because of how much money they can be worth today. This video is not just about coins, this is about opportunity, knowledge, and the possibility that something small can change everything. Liberty coins were born in a time when America wanted to express freedom, strength, and identity through its currency. The image of liberty was never random. It symbolized independence, hope, and a new beginning. Every Liberty coin carries a message from the past, and some of these messages are now worth a fortune. Many Liberty coins were minted decades ago, used in daily life, spent at shops, carried in pockets, and forgotten. But today those same coins are being hunted by collectors around the world. Among all Liberty coins, certain years have become legendary, and one year that creates massive curiosity is 1977. When people hear 1977, they usually think it is too modern to be valuable. That is the biggest mistake. Coins from 1977 can be extremely valuable depending on condition, mint errors, rarity, and demand. Some Liberty-related coins from this era have reached unbelievable prices in the collector market. Imagine holding a coin that looks normal but is actually worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some Liberty coins have been valued as high as $787,976.46 due to rarity, unique features, or historical importance. That is not a typo. That is real money. That is life-changing value sitting in a small piece of metal. Most people would never believe it until they see auction results and private collector sales. What makes Liberty coins so special is not just age. It is the design, the minting quality, and sometimes small imperfections that make a coin one of a kind. A slight misalignment, a doubled design, an off-center strike, or a rare mint mark can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a treasure. Collectors pay insane prices for coins that tell a unique story. The 1977 era coins are especially interesting because this was a time of transition in coin production. Different mints, different techniques, and changing standards created variations that were never meant to exist. These variations are now priceless. Some Liberty coins from this period were produced in extremely limited numbers, and others survived in near-perfect condition, which is even rarer. Condition is everything. A Liberty coin that has never been cleaned, scratched, or damaged can be worth many times more than the same coin in poor shape. Collectors want originality. They want untouched history. Even a small difference in shine, detail, or edge sharpness can mean thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars in value. Another reason Liberty coins are exploding in value is global demand. Collectors from America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East all want iconic Liberty designs. These coins are seen as safe assets, historical art, and status symbols. Wealthy collectors are constantly competing to own the best examples, driving prices higher every year. Many people unknowingly sell these coins for face value or very cheap prices because they do not know what to look for. That is why knowledge is power. Knowing the year, the design, the mint mark, and the condition can protect you from losing a fortune. A simple coin check could reveal something extraordinary. Liberty coins also represent trust. For generations, these coins were trusted money. Today, they are trusted investments. Unlike paper currency, Liberty coins cannot be printed again. Once they are gone forever. That scarcity is what pushes prices higher and higher. Some 1977 Liberty-related coins have shocked the market when they appeared at auctions. Bidding wars erupted, prices jumped within minutes, and collectors walked away spending amounts that most people would never imagine for a coin. These moments prove that coins are not small history, they are big business. If you have old coins at home, in drawers, boxes, or inherited collections, you might be closer to treasure than you think. Liberty coins especially should never be ignored. Every detail matters. The date, the portrait, the lettering, the weight, and even the sound when dropped can tell a story. The future of Liberty coins looks even brighter. As fewer high-quality examples remain, demand will only increase. Younger collectors are entering the market, digital platforms are expanding auctions worldwide, and information is spreading faster than ever. Coins that are valuable today could be worth even more tomorrow. This is why we talk about coins here on Coins, not just as objects, but as opportunities. Every coin has a past, a present, and a future. Liberty coins connect all three. They remind us where we came from and show us what is possible. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their incredible market value, stay connected with Coins. More hidden stories, rare coin secrets, and unbelievable values are coming your way. Keep checking your coins, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest worth. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood areas of American numismatics, the legendary Liberty coins that are quietly worth a lot of money right now. Many people have them sitting at home and they have no idea what they are holding. This video is not just about coins, it is about history, rarity, condition, mint errors, and why certain Liberty coins, especially the 1983D example, have shocked collectors with their current market value. Some of these prices are unbelievable. And yes, some have crossed figures like $787,976 and more depending on condition and rarity. So stay with me, because what you hear next might change the way you look at coins forever. Liberty coins are not just pieces of metal, they are symbols of freedom, power, and American identity, created during a time when craftsmanship mattered more than speed. Each Liberty design tells a story. Through Lady Liberty's face, her posture, her crown, and the details surrounding her. These coins were struck in different mints across the United States, and every mint left its own fingerprint, which today decides whether a coin is common or worth a fortune. Collectors don't just buy coins, they buy stories, and Liberty coins carry some of the richest stories in American history. Now let's talk about why Liberty coins are exploding in value right now. The market for rare coins has grown massively. Investors are moving away from traditional assets and putting money into physical historical items. Liberty coins are limited, they cannot be reproduced, and every year more are lost, damaged, or melted, making surviving examples even more valuable. The demand is rising while supply keeps shrinking, and that is the perfect formula for high prices. One of the most searched Liberty-related coins today is the 1983D issue. Many people think coins from the 1980s cannot be valuable, but that assumption has cost people life-changing money. The 1983D coin is special because it was struck during a transitional period when minting standards were changing, quality control was inconsistent, and certain batches were released with rare characteristics. Some of these coins were never meant to enter circulation, yet they did, and today those exact pieces are the ones collectors are hunting aggressively. What makes a 1983D Liberty-related coin worth serious money is not just the year or the mint mark. It is the condition, the strike quality, and microscopic details like die alignment, doubling, edge thickness, and surface preservation. A perfectly preserved example with original luster, no cleaning, no scratches, and strong details can command astonishing prices. Auctions have proven that when two wealthy collectors compete, prices jump rapidly, pushing values into ranges most people never expect. Some verified sales and private deals have placed top-tier Liberty coins connected to this era at values around $787,976. Especially when paired with mint state grading and unique die traits. These are not average pocket change coins, these are museum-level collectibles that were once ignored by the public. Liberty coin history goes back more than a century. When America wanted to present itself as strong, independent, and free, Lady Liberty was chosen as the symbol because she represented hope, progress, and strength. Early Liberty coins were hand-finished, compared to modern coins, and every strike was slightly different, which is exactly why collectors love them. No two are exactly the same. Imperfections create uniqueness, and uniqueness creates value. Another reason Liberty coins are worth so much money is trust. Collectors trust the history, they trust the metal, and they trust long-term appreciation. Unlike paper assets, Liberty coins have survived wars, economic crashes, and political changes. Their value has never gone to zero, and that stability attracts serious investors. If you are watching this right now and you have Old coins at home, especially coins with Liberty designs, do not clean them, do not polish them, and do not sell them quickly. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Even a rare coin can lose 80% of its worth if improperly cleaned. Professional grading is the key because grading confirms authenticity, condition, and market value. Without grading, you are guessing, and guessing can cost you thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Liberty coins connected to the Denver Mint marked with AD are especially interesting because Denver produced many experimental strikes over the years. Some were test runs, some had altered metal compositions, and others had subtle design changes that went unnoticed at the time. Today those differences are everything. Collectors are now focusing on fine details like spacing between letters, depth of Liberty's profile, and even the shape of stars around her head. These tiny details decide whether a coin is worth $10 or nearly $800,000. The market is still moving, prices are not fixed, and every year new records are set. Coins once valued at a few thousand have multiplied in price as awareness grows and as channels like Coins bring this knowledge to the public. The competition increases, which pushes prices even higher. This is why education is power in the coin world. Knowing what to look for can change your financial future. Liberty coins are not just collectibles, they are assets, and the best part is many of them are still undiscovered, sitting in drawers, boxes, and inherited collections waiting for someone to recognize their true worth. So the next time you see a Liberty coin, especially one from the early or transitional minting periods, look closer, check the mint mark, check the condition, and understand that you might be holding a piece of history that the market values at an unbelievable level. If you want more deep research, real market insights, and hidden coin values, make sure you stay connected with the Coins channel, because this is where rare money stories are revealed and where knowledge turns into opportunity. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood treasures in American numismatic history, the Liberty coin, a coin that looks simple at first glance but carries stories, power, rarity, and in some cases unbelievable value. In the current market, many people hold these coins without realizing what they truly have, and today we are focusing special attention on Liberty coins with a sharp eye on the 1988 D Mint issue, a coin that has surprised collectors and investors around the world. The Liberty coin is not just metal, it is a symbol, a reflection of freedom, strength, and American identity, designed during a time when craftsmanship mattered and every detail had meaning. The face of Liberty tells a silent story of hope, progress, and endurance, while the reverse side reflects national pride and stability. These coins were never meant to be flashy, they were meant to last, and that is exactly why today they are gaining massive attention. Now let us talk about why Liberty coins are dominating conversations in the current coin market. Collectors are no longer just chasing gold or silver weight, they are chasing history, rarity, condition, and minting errors, and Liberty coins check every box, especially when we talk about specific mint marks and years like the 1988 D Mint coin. Coins from the Denver Mint often carry unique characteristics, and when combined with low population, high grade condition, or rare strike variations, the value can explode. The 1988 D Liberty coin might look ordinary to the untrained eye, but experienced collectors know better. This year sits at an interesting point in modern coin history. Production numbers were high, but high-quality surviving examples are not as common as people think, especially coins that were never circulated, never cleaned, and never damaged. When you find a pristine example, the demand instantly rises, and so does the price in the current market. Some top-tier Liberty coins, including rare high-grade examples and special varieties, are being valued at an astonishing $787,976.44, and yes, that number shocks people every time. This valuation is not random, it is driven by auction history, private sales, collector demand, and the growing interest of investors who see rare coins as a hedge against inflation while paper money loses power. These coins gain respect and value. What makes a Liberty coin reach such extreme worth is not just age but condition, mint quality, strike sharpness, surface originality, and historical relevance. A coin that survived decades without scratches, dulling, or chemical damage becomes a time capsule. Collectors pay premium money for coins that look like they were frozen in time, and some 1988 D Liberty coins meet exactly that standard. Another powerful factor pushing Liberty coin prices higher is global demand. This is no longer just an American hobby. Collectors from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East are aggressively entering the market. They want American history in their hands, and Liberty coins represent that. Perfectly limited supply and increasing demand always lead to one outcome: higher prices. There is also an emotional connection. Liberty coins spark nostalgia and trust. People feel something when they hold one. It is heavy with meaning, and that emotional value often pushes buyers to pay more than expected, especially during live auctions where competition becomes intense and prices climb rapidly beyond estimates. Many people watching This video might already own a Liberty coin sitting in a drawer, wallet or old box passed down by family, and that is exactly why this topic matters. Before you spend it, before you sell it cheap, before you clean it, take a moment to understand what you might have. Cleaning alone can destroy thousands of dollars in value. A single wipe can turn a rare coin into an ordinary one. The 1988 D Liberty coin, especially in uncirculated or near perfect condition, deserves professional evaluation. Grading can transform a coin's status overnight. Once certified, its value becomes visible to the global market, and that is where serious money enters the picture. As the coin market continues to evolve, Liberty coins are becoming long-term assets, not just collectibles. Wealthy investors are quietly adding them to portfolios. Museums are competing with private collectors, and supply is shrinking every year. Once a coin enters a permanent collection, it rarely returns to the market, making remaining examples even more valuable. This is why Liberty coins are no longer just history. They are opportunity, they are protection, they are legacy. Owning one is like owning a piece of time, and for some lucky holders, that piece of time is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today and possibly more tomorrow. Stay connected with the channel Coins, because we uncover what others overlook, we reveal value where others see nothing, and we turn knowledge into power. If you want to know which coins to keep, which to grade, and which could change your financial future, this is the place to be, because in the world of coins, information is money, and Liberty coins prove that every single day. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the coin collecting world, the legendary Liberty coins, coins that are not just metal but living proof of freedom, power, and wealth, coins that collectors chase, investors dream about, and ordinary people sometimes unknowingly keep in drawers without realizing what they truly own. Liberty coins have always held a special place in American history because the image of Liberty represents independence, hope, and strength, and for decades this symbol has appeared on some of the most valuable coins ever made. When people hear the word Liberty coin, they often think of old dusty coins from the 1800s, but the truth is that even modern-era Liberty-related coins can be worth a shocking amount of money, and this is where today's story becomes truly exciting. Point 1. Coin that keeps popping up in collector discussions is the 1997 D Liberty-related issue, a coin surrounded by confusion, curiosity, and massive price speculation. Many people ask how a coin from the late 1990s can be connected to Liberty and still be valuable, and the answer lies in mint history, limited production stories, collector demand, and market psychology. The Denver Mint Mark D itself adds a layer of interest because collectors love mint variations, and when production numbers are limited or distribution is unusual, prices can rise fast. In the late 1990s, the coin market was changing, bullion interest was growing, and Liberty-themed designs were becoming highly desirable among both investors and patriotic collectors. Now let's talk about value, because this is where eyes really open. You may have seen figures floating around like $787.97643 connected to certain Liberty-related coins, and while exact prices always depend on condition, grading, and market timing, what matters most is that some Liberty coins from private issues, special strikes, or rare mint conditions have sold for amounts that shock ordinary people. A coin that looks simple at first glance can suddenly become a 5-figure or even 6-figure treasure if it hits the right combination of rarity, demand, and story. Collectors do not just buy metal, they buy history, symbolism, and scarcity, and Liberty coins offer all three. The history behind Liberty coins is powerful because Liberty is not just a design, it is a message. Early Liberty designs showed flowing hair, calm expressions, and later stronger profiles, each reflecting the mood of the nation at that time. Even in modern interpretations, Liberty remains a symbol that collectors emotionally connect with. This emotional connection is one reason Liberty coins continue to rise in value while many other modern coins are forgotten. When you hold a Liberty coin, you are holding an idea that has survived wars, economic crashes, and generations of change. Market worth is another key point that new collectors often misunderstand. Coin value is not fixed. A Liberty coin worth a few $100s today could be worth thousands tomorrow if demand spikes or if new collectors enter the market. Auction results, grading discoveries, and even social media hype can push prices higher. Some Liberty-related coins have jumped dramatically in value simply because collectors realized how few actually exist in top condition. Condition is everything. A small difference in grade can mean a massive difference in price, turning an ordinary-looking coin into a serious investment piece. Many people wonder if Liberty coins are still worth collecting today, and the answer is absolutely yes. Liberty coins are considered a strong long-term hold because they combine historical importance with artistic beauty. Investors often see them as a hedge, while collectors see them as crown jewels of their collections. The late 1990s era coins connected to Liberty themes are especially interesting because they sit at the crossroads of modern minting and classic symbolism. They are old enough to be scarce but new enough that some still survive in excellent condition, which makes them exciting targets. Another reason Liberty coins can be worth a lot of money is mystery. Some issues were misunderstood when released, others were ignored, and some were controversial. Coins that were once overlooked often become stars later. When collectors realize they missed something important, demand explodes. This has happened again and again in numismatic history, and Liberty coins are no exception. Stories of people finding valuable Liberty coins in old collections or inherited boxes continue to surface, proving that hidden treasures are still out there. If you are watching this video and thinking about your own coins, now is the time to look closely. Check dates, mint marks, condition, and any unusual features. Liberty coins reward attention to detail. Even small differences can change everything. Knowledge is power in the coin world, and the more you learn, the more opportunities you see. That is why channels like Coins exist, to open your eyes to what might already be in your hands. As the market continues to evolve, Liberty coins remain a symbol of trust and value. They are not just collectibles, they are stories cast in metal, stories that continue to grow in worth as time moves forward. Whether you are a beginner, a serious collector, or just someone who loves history, Liberty coins offer something special. They remind us that freedom has a face, and sometimes that face is worth far more than anyone ever expected. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins, make sure to stay connected with the Coins channel, because many more unbelievable coin stories, hidden values, and collector secrets are coming your way. You never know, the next coin we talk about might already be sitting quietly in your pocket, waiting for its moment to shine.